do you want to increase your earnings and you're actually looking for additional streams of income that will bring in good money without having to resign your full-time job just yet? In this video, I will be sharing with you my 3 secrets to creating high-paying side hustles for career women. I would also be sharing with you ideas that will guide you on how to adapt your superpower in such a way that you will be launching your own high-paying side hustle real soon. My name is Iphie, and if you're new here, you are super, super welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you're not new, always a pleasure seeing you. Thank you for stopping by again. My mission with this channel is to help Christian career women who are desiring more income, more fulfillment, and more freedom in their lives achieve just that while they are prospering in their careers, they are prospering in their homes, their hearts, and in their nations. If this sounds like you or someone that you would like to be, please do subscribe to join the family. And more importantly, don't forget to click the bell icon at the bottom so you will get notified every time I post new videos about becoming this uncommon woman. So actually, today's video, I actually had shot it and then I lost this intro part. So now I've shot the intro. Come with me to the other room where we now see the real video. So there are tons of videos on creating side hustles on YouTube. I'm sure you have seen a couple of them talk about digital products, filling forms online, filling surveys, a lot of things to do. If you're a career woman and you want a side hustle, I did all of this, but I didn't make good money, which defeated your objective as a career person. Your 9 to 5, well, it depends on where you work. Sometimes you're like 8 to 10 is locked. So if anything you're going to work on is going to be in the night, it's going to be weekends. For me, that thing just needed to make sense. It just needed to bring in money that made sense and made the effort, all worth it. When I was doing all those different things, filling forms, filling surveys, different things, it didn't yield what I was looking for. So I never really made good money until I zoned in on my genius. And I will share that in the 3 secrets in today's video. When I did zone in on my genius, like I call it, I ended up creating a business that grew to become a 6-figure income business. So are you ready? Ready to hear the secrets? Good, let's jump in. So if you're ready for the big box, if you want to chill with the big boys, if you want to bam, if you're ready for the big box, here are my 3 secrets. The first one is when you're a career woman and you want to start a side hustle, the first thing you should ask yourself is this purpose driven or is this opportunistic? Before I launched my business that I told you about that grew to become a 6-figure business, I had tried launching side hustles several times. I actually had tried at least like 4 times, and then the 4 of them had failed. One of the key things I was doing wrong was I was jumping on every new flashy opportunity, new flashy thing that was around. Oh, they're making money from this. Oh, yeah, they bring my money. What was wrong with that was the fact that if you don't understand the business, you most likely may not make money from it. You most likely would depend on somebody to be able to, get the best out of that business. And there's this general conception that people that have a 9 to 5, they just have job security, they have money coming every month. So if they lose their money, whatever, But essentially what it meant was that in the first couple of attempts, I was jumping on opportunities. I didn't really understand them. It was a new shiny thing. I didn't take my time to understand it. And so I lost money. The next opportunity that came out, I learned from that. I did take my time to understand it, but something happened and I realized that after like a year of running the business, I understood that I was making money. I lost passion, I lost steam because it wasn't something that was deeply seated in me. When I finally became successful and launched the 6-figure business I was talking about, it was something tied to my purpose, something that I was passionate about. So the question to you really is that thing that you need to launch or you want to launch. What is that thing that comes to you so effortlessly? That thing that you love to do with the least amount of effort, but it gives you the most amount of pleasure. What is that thing that if anybody wakes you up in the night to do, you wouldn't complain about? What is that thing that people come to you for help on? Your side hustle is in there, honestly. So secret number 1, it needs to be purposeful versus opportunistic, because when something comes from deep inside you, when something is deeply seated in you, something you love, you're passionate, you know how to do it, running the business is going to be so easy. Plus, you're going to be running your full-time job. It's a lot of work. But if you're doing something you love, you don't realize it's a lot of work. So, secret number 1, purposeful versus opportunistic. Secret number 2, how deep is the pain? Whatever is the side hustle that you want to launch, you need to be clear on the pain threshold for the person that needs that side hustle. Okay. So if it's a product, if it's a service, the person that needs it, at the point they are desiring it, what's the pain level? Is it high? Is it medium? Is it low? So for example, I could say, oh, you know what? I love singing, right? That's something that comes to me so effortlessly. But at the point that somebody is listening to my song, what's going on in the person's mind? And that's why, by the way, you would notice that heartbreak songs really sell, right? Okay, I'm sorry. But the secret I'm trying to unveil here to you is that whatever that side hustle that you're going to want to launch, you need to understand and ascertain the pain level that the person that needs to buy it is going through. Is it high? Is it medium? Is it level? As much as possible, focus on the high, because that means they really, really, really need it. They would be ready to invest to buy it. Okay, great. Secret number 3, how does the consumer want to receive whatever you're going to be giving them? I like to categorize this in 3 ways. Do they want a done with you? Don't worry, I'll explain all this when I go into the examples, but just work with me. How does consumer want to receive whatever you're offering? Do they want it done with them? So I call it a done with you. So it could be a done with you service, you do it with the client, that's a done with you. There's a done for you, so you do it for them and you give it to them. And then there's a do it yourself. So I just tell you what to do and you do it yourself. Those are just 3 broad categorizations. So the 3 secrets, when I go into the examples, you understand the secrets much, much better. Let me share some ideas and I'll give you examples. So I was talking to this lady. She's a chemistry teacher. She is so good. I'm not joking. She is so good. She has this way she breaks down chemistry that her children the students that she teaches high school chemistry. The students that she teaches just understand it. And by the way, I did chemistry in school. It's not one of the easiest things to understand. Like, you understand it in class and you leave the classroom and you've forgotten everything. Make it even worse by putting organic just before the chemistry is organic chemistry. You don't understand jack. Anyway, she has this amazing way of teaching. And guess what? She was in so much debt. She was in so much debt that she had a police case. And then she had to leave school for a while. Guess what happened? The parents of the children that she teaches actually contributed money to pay off the debt so that she could come back and teach their children, because they were about to write their IGs, the Cambridge exams. Now, when I was having a discussion with her, the first thing I asked her is, what do you know how to do so well that it comes to you just so effortlessly? People just can't understand how you do it. She says, I know how to teach chemistry. I just know how to teach it. I break the concepts in a way that is so simple. The children just fall in love with it. And so that's the first one, purposeful versus opportunistic. So now we're working in line with purpose. The second thing I asked her was, so if we're teaching chemistry, who are those that are at that their pain threshold is at the highest? It's those that are about to go into university. For you to go into university to read medicine or any major science subject, you need chemistry. You need to pass it in your school level examinations, whatever it's called in your country. In Nigeria, it's called WAEC. It could be your Cambridge or different other exams. But you need to pass chemistry for you to be able to go into the university. So that is the point where it is most critical. You would see parents investing a lot in their children because chemistry is key. So that's the point where we should actually be selling whatever you're offering to parents, not when they are in junior school or in the other classes. It's at this point. So we ascertain that the pain threshold is highest at the point where they are about to write their exams that would qualify them to get into the university. And then the third level was, okay, so how do they want to receive this? Remember, I said there's a done for you. You do it and you give it to them. Unfortunately, in this case, we can't do it. That would mean writing the exam, which is so illegal. Oh my God, I can't be telling you to do that. So a done for you is out of it. The next one is a done with you. A done with you means that in her own case, for example, I would show you, I would teach you, and then maybe we could hook up and I explain concepts with you. So I work with you to understand it. A DIY would be I would just teach the courses and I just send you the videos and then you listen to it and you know make sense out of it. What would be, so we went through the three of them, and what would really make sense for you as a chemistry teacher that is teaching children that are about to, well, students, they're not children anymore, they're teenagers, that are about to go into university, you know, it would be more of a done with you. And so based on that, she already had her curriculum. She created like the different videos and she had her curriculum and she had the things that she needed to teach them for them to be able to ace their Cambridge, which was the big thing that we were pushing for. And then she got the students, they have the sessions. Now, the traditional approach would be she would gather students, right, in her school, in her class. No. If you're going to launch a side hustle and you're looking for good money, please go online. Like, it's a virtual world, you know. You can teach anybody. And so she went online, she had her curriculum. The students come in, they get their videos on a Monday, and then I think they connect on a Thursday, on a Friday, and she goes through everything with them. They ask questions, they understand the concepts, and then the next week it continues until they're ready for their exams. Amazing, right? Now, this is somebody that would have been filling a form and making how much? And she was, I can't remember how much she charged, but I think it was about 297. I can't remember, but I know she did make quite a lot of money that she was able to pay off her debts and actually start smiling. So that's one example. Going through the three secrets. Let me give you another example. Lady works in a bank, customer service, worked in customer service all her life. Customer service is not one of the easiest places to work with. You have to smile, you know, answer difficult clients and still have a smile. You can't get angry. I mean, I would punch the person. I'm sorry. So anyway, customer service, number of years, she understood it. She understood it in and out. Every time they brought new hires to the bank, they would call her to come and train the new hires. She would teach them customer service. And by the time they were reporting back for like, I think during the trainings, maybe they have like an examination afterwards where you regurgitate everything that you've learned. The people that went through her always understood it. And people would come back and say, how do you do this? So anyway, this lady, when I asked her, works in the bank, asked her, what do you know how to do? She says, oh, I love teaching. I said, what do you love teaching? And she says, oh, she teaches in church. She teaches Bible school for children in church. And I said, okay, what else again? And she says, oh, every time they bring new hires to the bank, she always teaches them. And I said, why? She says, I just really enjoy it. I want them to really understand it. I want them to, you know, hit the ground running. I never had that, but I really want them to do that. And I said, and so what do people say about the people that you teach? Oh my God. Their bosses are actually very, very surprised that they got all that in just that little time. And I'm like, what do you love teaching them? Customer service. And so we start to break it down. Yeah. So she loves to do that. She can do it sleeping. What is the pain threshold? Now, this one was a very, very interesting one because there were different points that we could actually look at. So because in this case, she loves teaching and she loves teaching customer service. So who would she teach? She would either teach people that are customer service managers. She would either teach people that want to become customer service managers. She could either teach people that just got newly recruited as customer service managers. Just think about it. Where do you think the pain threshold would be highest? I think that people that are already customer service managers may not really give a hoot because the organization is training them and is going to train them. However, maybe people that desperately want to change departments into customer service, but really want to learn, people that just got hired and really want to prove a point would be more interested. Or, I don't know. I'm just thinking. So anyway, what we decided in her case were people that were new and then wanted to go into customer service. You know, they would do that. And then in her own case, she could just do a DIY, just do the courses. And then if they wanted, they could come back to her as an extra fee for that. So these are two ideas, right? But guess what? The ideas don't have to be tied to what you do at work. I know that these two ideas are tied to what the individuals have done at work. It doesn't have to be tied to what you do. Let me give you another example. I met this lady and we had a conversation. She's an auditor. Yeah, finance, internal auditor. But guess what? When I asked her, what do you love to do? Once again, she says, oh, I just love to share what I know. And I said, okay, I love to learn and I love to share what I know. And I said, what have you found yourself sharing a lot lately? And she said, oh, in my country, in Nigeria, a lot of people want to travel. A lot of people want to travel to, to Canada. For you to travel to Canada, you have to do the IELTS. And she had done it, and I think she got a 9 or a 9.5. Absolutely phenomenal. And everybody has been asking her, so how did you do it? How did you do it? So she's found out that she spent the last couple of days coaching people on how to get a high score on IELTS. And she really enjoys doing it because, remember, she likes to learn and then share. By the way, that's an amazing gift because Jack Canfield, author of the Chicken Soup series, his strength is learning, getting information, and just sharing with people. And that's what he's done in books and seminars, and he's just so amazing. Anyway, so in her own case, the pain threshold was really high. People want to leave, people want to relocate, people want to, and then they need IELTS. And then the interesting thing about the test is that if you do it the first time and you don't get it right, maybe the next time you're going to get a date might not be so soon, or there might be time in between. So it was really critical for people to actually get it right as much as possible the first time. Plus, it's not very cheap anyway. It costs money. Anyway, so in her own case, the pain threshold is also high. She's doing something that she loves. And then we still haven't finalized in her own case if it's going to be a DIY or it's going to be a done with you. She obviously can't do it for them. She can't write the test for them. So I hope you understand the flow now, right? What I'm really trying to explain here to you is that when it comes to a side hustle, it just doesn't have to be everything that's regular that is out there. The truth is that at the end of the day, all the examples I've given you are still digital products. But there's a twist to it that makes it more worthwhile, more productive, more valuable for you as a career woman. Because you do have, your life is not the same like everybody that just wants to launch a side hustle. So, like I said, it needs to be something that is purposeful, vetted within your purpose, something that you love and enjoy to do, something that comes easily to you. You need to focus on that thing where the pain threshold, or at the point where the pain threshold is the highest, and then you need to give the consumer your offering in the way that the consumer needs it at that point and charge appropriately. The good thing with this is that because you're going this way, especially if you go with a done with you or a done for you, you're able to charge much higher. That's when good bucks starts to come in. My first business, when I applied this, was actually a done for you. So we're helping people to have their babies in the US the right way. And it was a service, and we would run the whole service for the client and give it to them. And we were charging some good money. And so that's why we were able to ramp up quickly to $100,000 and $100 in income. So is this making any sense at all? If it is, please drop a comment in there and let me know. Now, what is the action you are going to take out of this? Well, I'm almost about to say I've rambled, but I have spoken a lot. What's the action you're going to take out of this? If I were you, I would focus on the what, WHAT. What is that thing that comes to you so easily that you could monetize? And if you're interested in that, I have a free guide. The link is in the description. It's all about how to identify your money-making idea. I come from a part of Nigeria that's known to be entrepreneurial. We love money. Anyway, so you get the link in the description. Now you have so many ideas dancing in your head. I'm sure you're wondering, how am I going to launch it? You shouldn't miss my next video, because in my next video, I will be sharing with you the 7 steps to launch your business as a career woman. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.